Sophia, and welcome to my channel called Bottlenose Cactus, Bottlenose Cactus, cha-cha-cha, yeah! Where we do all things art, all things science, and everything in between! Today we are going to be making a diorama of a koala habitat. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to check out the description below. So let's get started! Oh, and don't forget to, and by the way, don't forget to ask a grown-up to help, especially with the ha glue gun and the sharp scissors, okay? So, the first step is to get these animals moving. Koala cha-cha, koala cha-cha. The wallaby wiggle, the wallaby wiggle, the wallaby wiggle. Okay, but the real first step is to kangaroo cannon! Kangaroo catapult! Hey, you little kangaroo, stop dancing! But I got this moving feeling. Yeah! No, I told you for 33 hours ago, you cannot be dancing when we're filming. You can dance literally any other time of day. But I like interrupting you. Ah! Really, little kangaroo? I think you should stop. Okay. So before we start making the river, I want you to see how I painted my box. This is like a light brown, sandy color to match Australia. So if you wanna just maybe even keep the floor simple and not do the flooring, because this step is completely optional. I just wanted to make it look more realistic. So now I'm going to add the realisticnism. I know it's not a word, but okay. So I'm just gonna lay that in. Can you see everybody? Hopefully. And then I'll make sure your river is nice and wide, because later on we're gonna add rocks, so we don't want the river to look tiny. I'll show you this when I'm done. Here, what do you guys think? Okay, so now we're going to take some rocks, and for this step you can use anything instead of rocks. You could use old construction paper, you could crumble up a plastic bag, you could cut up plastic water bottles, you can take some foam and stack it up in the back. Okay, so what we're gonna do with these rocks, we're gonna take some rocks and put them in the corners, and then we have to take these things that we cut from the river. Oh, and by the way, when you're cutting out this river thing, I just need to tell you, cardboard is so much harder to cut than paper. My mom helped me. Okay, so I just want you to know. Okay, so now we're gonna take this piece and then we're gonna put it there. We're just adding it. Normally we would use egg cartons, water bottles for this kind of stuff, but we didn't want to make it as high, so we're just using a couple of rocks. Okay, how does that look? Good. Okay, let's go. Okay, so now we're gonna take this out and add some hot glue. Oh, and I also wanted to talk to you about some koala facts. Did you know on their hands, koalas actually have two of their 5 fingers fused together so they can get a better grip on the eucalyptus trees? Wow, it's amazing! And also, koalas also have on their feet look a bit more like hands, so they can grab onto trees with their feet, leaving their hands free to collect whatever plants they need or want. Amazing, right? And how long do you sleep on an average night? Well, koalas sleep 22 hours, and their waking hours are eating. That's because their plants provide so little nutrients, they have to spend so much of their day in dreamland. Would you like to be a koala? Would you like to be a koala? Only having to sleep 22 hours and just wake up and eat? Sounds like the life to me. Okay, so now we're done and we added this first light. We'll just put these trees in these corners. Squeeze out. Since I have really big trees, it's not the best idea to try to squeeze them near the river, and there's no way I could possibly do that since there are no corners. Okay, so let's just try and squeeze it in there. Ta-da! So after this, we're gonna finally use the plaster of Paris. Well, first we need to stabilize these trees with some hot glue gun. Okay, that should be enough. In the back corner. Stay down, tree. Okay, so I'm just gonna make a little hill here. Make a little hill. Make a little hill. Just put that there. Make a little hill. I can always clean this up with dabbing a paper towel later. Okay, so having a grown-up in hand is always helpful. Because you could be the cutter and they could be the layer, and it's always really nice. If you want, you could always get egg cartons or plastic water bottles to make this higher, but for this we just wanted it to be like ho-hum hills, so we're just gonna do that. Snip. What do you think a day in the koala shoes would be like? Okay, so we're not nearly done, still got a lot to do. We're just gonna lay that out. Remember, I'm adding more to this part right there, so because land doesn't just go like whomp, so I'm trying to soften that up a bit. Make sure you can try to fix any imperfections you might have. Make sure when you're using this, your container full of water isn't something you're going to drink out of later, because, so we're just gonna lay this down. Fold. It's a fold. Hey, that actually turned out quite nice, because I'm just getting rid of all those naughty air pockets. I'm trying to make it look nice and good. Snip. So now that looks a bit softer, I'm just gonna lay that, make it look like a nice little hill on the trees growing on a nice little hill. Definitely add more plaster of Paris to that later. So remember, the procedure is snip. Then it's dip. Then it's lay. Okay, so I'm just gonna snip a bit more. Remember, if you're not comfortable doing this completely on your own yet, that's fine. Just have to get a grown-up for help, and you're pretty much good. Hey everybody, so this is how plaster of Paris turned out. Since I knew you want to watch me putting plaster of Paris, I went ahead, stopped the video, put it on, and then restart it again. So now okay, so my mom helped me, and my mom helped me up. She's been there the entire time. Say hi, Mommy.
Hi.
So you see here that these little crevices, we literally just pinch them up with our fingers. Over here, it's like hard already. Over here, it's still drying a bit, but it's really hard already. Like, seriously, it's hard to move. but I just like pinched my fingers together to create this little hilly, grassy effect. So that's why it's like not straight on smooth. If you want it straight on smooth, it's completely up to you. So that's just why I did this like this. Okay, so this, in case you're wondering, this is non-stick paper like you use in baking. So we'll put this under there, put that over there, and then you'll put this, and then you'll start tracing. Oh, and remember, if you make a mistake when you're tracing, non-stick paper erases. Phew. So just trace, 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 trace. Trace, 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 trace. Oh no, I went too in. Luckily for me, I got my eraser. And I got that. Then I got that. And so close. Then I'll put that there. And I'll put that there. And I'll put that there. And I'll put that there. Okay, so now we have this shape. So now you might be wondering, what do we do next? Well, that's a good question. First and foremost, you have to now put the animals in there. I'm going to use my duck-billed platypus and my alligator. But if you have more water-based animals that you want to put in the water, that's fine too. Okay, so I'm going to put this dude here near the top current, and I'll put this dude near calmer waters. Just a little tilted. The other way. Okay, so now we have our finished river. My mom helped me with the glue. We gotta add a second glue gun, which you can't see. And so this is how it looks like. See? So now it's time to peel it off. When you're using non-stick baking paper, it should come off really easily. So this is how it looks like. This is what the back looks like. This is the crocodile, and this is the duck-billed platypus, trying to get away from him. So you see how flexible it is? That should come in handy. And yeah. So now it's time to reach for my blue. And then we're gonna paint. Let's see how that looks. Oh, looks pretty good. So now we're just gonna keep painting. Have you ever made water before? Has it been this hard? Make sure to let me know. Trust me, this is one of the harder ways to make water. We'll be showing you a much easier way to make water in one of our future videos. Okay, so just a few more cracks and crevices to fill out. Did you know koalas are marsupials? Even though they're sometimes called koala bears because of their teddy bear-like appearance, they're actually marsupials with a pouch. Pretty cool, huh? So just paint. Oh, and by the way, let me tell you about a marsupial that lives in America. The name of this animal is an opossum. Of course, we're sticking to Australia for now. So let's just paint. Hi everybody, I just came back from the sing, and this is why. You see, before I didn't really like it. The dark blue I used looks too dark, and it looked like the ocean. It looked really bad. So I decided to go to the sinks in hopes of washing it out. Before that, I also tried Nathan's wipes to try to get it out. But then, once I started washing it, I realized it looked even cooler than before. What do you guys think? So that's how I got this really cool effect. I used some soap, some water, and I scrubbed it, and then like the water got like in the glue, and I think that's why it looks like more like a river now. Okay, so now that we've gotten all of this dry, pretty hard, and it only took like less than 7 minutes or so. So let's move on to making the waterfall. move this to the side. Okay, so now the first step is, to draw the waterfall. Since this is a waterfall, I don't want to add that many curves, so I'm just making it very straight and very long. And I'm gonna make it a little bit curved at the side and really straight at the top like this. What do you guys think? I think that was pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this in front of me so all you guys can see it. So I'm gonna lay it out on the top for where I wanna kind of want it to be, and then I think I'm gonna have it like a little bit over there, like draped over, so it looks nice. I think that looks pretty good. So we're gonna have it like that. Okay, so now I'm just gonna move this to the side. Move to the side, and we'll get started on gluing again. Better add another glue stick. Okay, so it's the same procedure as before, and yeah. So remember, it's just gonna be slightly different because I'm not gonna make different texture things like the river. I'm just gonna make it way long, way skinny. I'm not gonna have it slow down since it's low water. Okay, now that we've completely filled in that waterfall to the best of our ability, we're going to paint it blue. Paint. Even though Australia is sometimes a desert, in some areas they're forests like the one we're recreating, with waterfalls. Pretty cool, huh? So I'm just gonna keep painting. Okay, now I'm going to go to the sink to get the same effect like I did with the river. It's over here. So we wanted to kind of recreate that effect. So I'm gonna go now to wash the bath with soap, okay? It's very crucial you use soap. So now that we finished, I just want you to give you an idea of what it will look like once it's in the box. It'll be kind of like this with the platypus hiding from the crocodile. And okay, so now it's time to get painting this floor. So I'm still continuing to paint. And did you know that out of 650 species of eucalyptus trees, they only eat around 30? That's crazy. So next time your mom or your dad says, or anyone says, you're a picky eater, so say, well, koalas aren't even pickier than me, and then tell them the fact. So I'm still continuing to paint, and paint, and paint. I'm a little koala sitting in a tree. I'm a little wallaby, yippee. A wallaby dancing all around, a wallaby dancing all around. I'm a little wallaby, yay, yay, yay. Mom and I paused the video, and then we just finished painting. Any white you see on the green will be covered up by touch-up later. But now let's talk about something very important, the order of painting and installing. Let's say we installed the river first, and then we painted the sandy color. Uh-oh, we got some sandy color in the river. Dun, dun, dun. So that's what you really want to think about, the order of installing things. And let's say we did the touch-up green paint first. And then we started painting this sandy color. Dun, dun, dun. We got sandy color on the green paint. Drag, we're gonna have to paint again. See my point? So that's why you want to be so that's why it's so crucial to check the order of painting and installing things, and to really think before you do something, because it's very hard to get rid of something once you put it on there. So Okay, now let's move on to applying my green touch paint just over here, and then I'll add it here. On my last snow leopard diorama, when I had like the plaster of Paris dripping out of the box, I noticed there's these white things, and I used them to my advantage, and I made more of them and made it look like icicles. It looked really cool. And then there were, in the middle of the entire thing, there was this like icicle that was like two-dimensional. And it looked so cool. So just make sure that if you're doing a snowy diorama, you try to use these little white things to your advantage instead of just covering them. We had a little bit of a hiccup. The platypus tail stuck out way too much, and therefore it didn't fit. But we cut the front part of the crocodile right there, and then we're gonna install that there, and then we're gonna hot glue the river. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So we'll add some hot glue there. Put that in. Try not to burn your hands with this. The only reason I'm doing it in the air is so that you guys can see it. Ta-da! Like it never even happened. Gonna add some blobs. Blob it. So we'll put that in. Okay, see your goodness, dude. Okay, now it's time to install the waterfall. So instead of adding hot glue directly to the back, I'm going to add it where I want it to be. Let's take this and measure it. So I'm going to put it exactly where I want it on the thing. And then I'm going to have it. Silly. Okay, so I'm going to have it like that. Okay, so now that we've secured the top somewhat, we're gonna secure the bottom. So now that I know where it's gonna be, gonna add some hot glue right here. Put them there. So yay! The waterfall kind of protects the platypus from the naughty, mean crocodile. Roar! Let's just try to do this best we can and put it like that, kinda. I don't know, I really like that better. So just get that in deep. Wow, this waterfall is really tricky. I like the other trick we used to make water, to be honest with you. Okay, so now I'm gonna space my fingers on the hot glue gun. And add where I want everything to be. Just kind of right in front of the platypus. And then we're done. Okay, and you see this little thing right there? I don't really like it, so I'm gonna snip that off. Snip, snip. Normally my mom would help this, but it doesn't have to be so precise this time, so this would be a teeny bit easier. See? Right up. Now that I think about it, we could have added this part to the end of the river. But hey, too late now. So I'm just gonna put that there on the side and we're done. Now it's time for the grand finale to install the animals. Yeah! Especially the koala. the koala. Oh, and did you know the koala's feet are more like our hands? They have their second and third toes are fused okay, not completely. Their second and third toes are fused together, and they have one clawless thumb. Pretty cool, huh? And they have built-in combs on their feet. And the reason their second and third toes are fused together is so they can scratch their furry backs. Scratch, scratch, scratch. And their hands are even more interesting. They have 5 fingers just like us, but this finger and this finger are on this side like 2 thumbs together. And then these 3 fingers are more like this together. Just to put it in perspective. So now it's time to install the koalas. Yeah. So now it's time to attach these koalas. Make sure your fingers are nice and far from the hot glue gun because it hurts. Just a little safety thing there. Okay, so now that we got all these nice strings, now we're gonna pull out. Just gonna attach this koala right over here because he's heading toward another tree. Actually, I'm gonna attach him right here. He's thinking, how am I gonna get across that river for the other tree? Okay, so the only real reason these koalas get down from their treasured their 30 eucalyptus trees out of 650 is to walk to another tree. Looks like this koala is gonna have a little bit of a problem getting to another tree. Okay, so now it's time to install one of the koala's friends. Let's have this wallaby go next. Yay! Naughty string. Okay, so we'll put him right over here on the corner. A lot of unique animals live in Australia, like this emu, and the 10 most poisonous snakes live in Australia. Crazy, huh? And the kangaroo is well adapted too. That's another video for another day. So it's time to install. Got this. His 2 little glue. I'm gonna put him here. Want them facing off in different directions. Now we're just gonna go with snake because I don't know the specific names of snakes. So I'm gonna hold him by his head. I'm gonna start here. Uh-oh, I just realized I put the snake right next to the platypus. Let's hope the waterfall disguise works as well as it did on me as the snake. Let's just really hope he is coming out for a nice long nap in the sun. Okay, now let's add this little kangaroo. I'm gonna put him right over here because I want more animals over here since it's a bigger landmass. So I'm gonna hold him right ahead. Just have a glue gun. And then install him. I'm gonna have him this way because no one's facing this way. And we're just gonna have him on the side right there. See, he's looking for a tree. Okay, now, last but not least, we have these 2 koalas in trees. Let's hope this buddy has another tree to find nearby. Oh, and did you know koalas eat leaves that are poisonous to many animals? Many animals also can't survive with a diet mainly of eucalyptus trees. And you may be asking, why is that? Because they're so low in many nutrients. They have a lot of fiber, but other than that, there's not much. They're like most of what it contains is water. So, in fact, koalas are so well adapted to only eating 30 of those eucalyptus trees, they have a special organ called calcium, I think, to eat the eucalyptus trees. That's so cool. They have this whole separated organism in their stomach so they can eat the eucalyptus trees. Okay, so I'm gonna start installing these rocks like I did over here. And I'm gonna take some more rocks. And install them like I did the animals. Oh! This kind of looks like a macadamia nut for some reason. Or candy of some sort? I really don't know, but it looks familiar. So let's just try to get these rocks to cover up all those crevices. Still getting them. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boa, stop and shake! Okay, everything's secure. So bye-bye, everybody. I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you come check out another one of my videos. I also hope a lot of things right now. You'll hit like and subscribe. Goodbye!